Hey, Isabella, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
And to you out there, good morning, welcome. And thank you for checking into this little video series of ours. It's called Essentials, What the Fuck? With a question mark, hashtag, exclamation mark, because it's really about us digging into some great articles that come out of our Essentials business newsletters. We have 32 of them, about 400,000 people who like to read them every single week. Check it out. If you want some news that is curated by experts, that is curated according to the topic that you really want to read about, that is trusted because we double, triple check that the content is coming from the right people and they are who they say they are, then do sign up. You know, what's the worst that could happen? You hate it and you can unsubscribe, but
Won't happen.
Never happens. In fact, 85% of our readers actually have more than one subscription with us. So that's normally a good sign. Today, we're going to look at two of those articles. And today, we're going to talk about money.
Okay, so we have two interesting articles for Future of Money. The first one is how banking consumers want financial empowerment and not just apps.
So yeah, okay. So give me an example of empowerment that they want.
Okay, so obviously we've seen a lot of developments in accessibility, in shiny apps and digital banking, but people actually want to feel that their bank is a partner who can help them also reach financial empowerment. And this is a key, according to studies, for banks to build productive relationships with their customers. So there's 3 steps in order to do this. There's knowledge, making sure the customers are informed, control, that they have control over their finances, and that they have freedom to make decisions. So when we talk about money, it's not only about how much you've got, it's about having the clarity and the tools and the understanding to work towards meeting your financial goals.
Okay, sounds interesting, sounds logical, sounds like, why aren't we doing this already, frankly? Exactly. But banks are slow to change. I think that, you know, we expect them to be robust. They have very, very strong regulatory frameworks that they have to operate within. And it's, I think there are still many occasions when they provide information by omission.
Yes.
They tell you what they think you need to know rather than tell you everything and allow you to make decisions as an empowered person. So I think that's kind of what we're talking about here, right?
So we have a second choice too for an interesting article of the week, and it's why collaboration remains central to agile digital banking. And so this is also interesting because we've all seen that there's this pressure, not only on banks, but a lot of companies really to transform and innovate constantly. And this
I think that the digital transformation as a project now needs to cease to exist for companies. Digital transformation is a way of doing business.
Yes.
Because it never ends, and the minute that you think you're done with it, I think that there are projects that underpin digital transformation, but at some point the transformation ends and it's just digital improvement and ongoing evaluation and improvement. And so agile, I mean, some people love it, some people hate it, some people do it very poorly, some people think agile means go fast. Which is not necessarily what it can do that, but there are a set of rules that govern that. So I love that article. Let's see what our readers think about it. What were you going to say? Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that it's really about embracing this agile way of thinking, right? Changing on the go, we're meeting. And the article really highlights that in order to embrace this new way of working, financial institutions really need to collaborate with third parties.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, there is always an openness required to working in an agile fashion. There can't be any holy cows. There cannot be any business levels. There cannot, you know, everything's got to be put on the table. And you need to step outside of your comfort zone and really be focused on the world of who you're creating the service or the journey for, you know, and you can call that empathy. You can call it consumer centric. You can call it user centric. You can call it whatever you want. At the end of the day, it's very, very difficult for lots of companies to step out of what do we want to do to our users or consumers versus what do they need from us to be able to move right. So enough of that, because I'm an agile fanatic. I'm a user journey and UX and customer journey fanatic. I'm an empathy mapping fanatic. I'm a design thinker. So for me, these are things that I believe are fundamental to the way of getting to solutions faster and being open enough to test them and say, it's not perfect. Tell us what you think anyway. Which is what we want to do today. That's what the blog, tell us what you want us to write the blog about. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know. And we'll see you next week.
We'll see you. Bye.
Bye.